Turning to our attention on cleanup from last week's devastating flooding in Alamance County, recyclable products are now being diverted from Foss Recycling Center in Mebane to Greensboro and Durham while operators work to recover from water damage. WFMY News 2's Giselle Thomas is live at the center with the regional manager. Giselle, you've said the hope is to get things back up and running very quickly.
Yes, and to do that, it requires reinstalling some new equipment. Here's a look at some parts that go into the scale here. Now, I'm actually here with Mr. Christian Bird. He's the regional manager for Foss Recycling. I wanted to ask, I know the back here is a lot different than it was about a week ago. Tell us a little bit about how a lot of, whether it's the vehicles, the debris, how it was once not only out back here, but spread all throughout this scale in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. It's surprising how powerful floodwaters can be, and they've lifted up these cars and a lot of this material and floated it right up here to the front at our gate and our fence. So the extensive cleanup that we've had to go through over the last week just to get everything back in operational order has been tremendous.
I know you mentioned the floodwaters with you guys being so high up, about 20 to 30, about 2 dozen or so, being so high above the ground, and then comparing that to lifting up this scale that is tons of pounds of steel. Tell me a little bit about just that rehabilitation process and how this is so essential to do what you guys have to do here.
Absolutely. So the vast majority of our business comes right across this set of truck scales, and as far up from the river that we are, we would have never anticipated this kind of flooding, but those waters lifted this whole scale, slid the whole thing forward about 6 feet, and we had to go ahead and disassemble the whole thing and piece it back together, get the whole things recalibrated and put together so we can be operational again.
Wow. I know in the meantime, that doesn't mean that you guys are still not having customers with that diversion, having Greensboro kick in and things of that nature. Tell me about the importance of just having different businesses in different places so you guys can do that to still keep the business going.
Absolutely. So we're 20 locations all the way from the coast, all the way out into Greensboro and down to Gastonia. So being able to have all these other locations allows us to serve the community in North Carolina as a whole very efficiently. So you're never really more than 20 or 30 minutes from a Foss Recycling location, and that allows us to react quickly to different areas and different jobs.
That is awesome. And Foss Recycling here in Mebane is hoping to be able to open between Thursday and also Friday. We'll make sure to keep you updated on that. Live in Mebane, Giselle Thomas, WFMY News 2.